it's my Valangwabi, and today we're making a recipe, and Skeeter. We're making a recipe from Mama Knows gluten-free. It's a baked vanilla donut, and we're doing chocolate frosting.
We are. They have a recipe for vanilla frosting. We're going to omit that, and we'll show you how we'll make our own chocolate frosting. These recipes will be gluten-free, egg-free, dairy-free. And to make our lives easier, we got a donut pan. If you don't have one, highly recommend it. It's so much easier than pancakes.
We also got our new aprons. They say me well.
Okay, so to get started, we're going to do 1 cup of
I not have one?
I know, we need to get you one. We're going to do 1 cup of gluten-free flour. This is the one we're using. We like to use the mix of flour that has xanthan gum in it. Otherwise, you have to get that separate. So do. Here, I'm going to get you to work here. 1 cup of flour. Skeeter. So we are going to grease the pan with, we have vegetable shortening. It's made of palm oil. Okay, see that little glop right there?
Yeah.
What you're going to do is you're going to rub it around here.
Okay. 2 or 1?
And then do all of the openings, okay?
Whoa.
Okay. Now we need 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
Mom, do I need more?
Okay. Just keep going with the next one.
Where is 1 teaspoon?
This is a teaspoon.
Uh-oh, I got some meat. That's okay. Look how much I got of meat.
Let's move.
Whoa.
Let's see what we're doing here. Here's our bowl. You want to get a whole scoop. So
I can't get it.
it's almost off.
Done.
Perfect. And then did you do those 2?
Pour it in.
Yep, pour that in. Okay, and then get a little bit more into the other pan. Okay, perfect. And then, you know what we forgot to do, Claudia? Is make our flaxseed. So we better do that. So we need 1 egg. So we're going to substitute that for flaxseed. So you get flax meal, or you can grind your own.
This. Done.
Yep,
I did
we're
all
going to
of
do 1 tablespoon, yeah.
But I did all of them.
Perfect.
I did all of them, but what happened to that one?
That's the one we started with, so just a little bit more grease than the others. So we'll just try to move it.
So then we have this little bowl. We're gonna pour it in there. Do I do 2?
Just 1. Yep. So we're gonna do 2.5 tablespoons of water.
Yeah.
So we'll get that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll let this set while we prepare everything else.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we need a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda.
Mom, I did a bullet.
Yeah.
1/4 teaspoon. And we've made. Mom, I have 4. It has to be baking soda, not baking powder.
Okay.
So I'm sure everyone's made that mistake before. And then
now we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
So this?
Yep.
Okay. Pour that right in.
Pour that in.
Whoa! That was a lot.
That's okay.
Can I bleach it off?
No.
No, it's salt. I think it's best if you do this.
It's okay if it's a little bit less. We're not that exact. Okay, we're going to do 1/2 cup of lightly packed brown sugar. And that is all the dry ingredients. Okay, we'll have Skeeter start us here. You want to get all that brown sugar stirred up in there. Here, we'll pick up this.
reminds me.
Okay.
Done.
We have our oven preheat to
Not
350.
They are done.
Perfect. Okay, and then we need
What about these?
okay.
They're sprinkles. They have stars, circles, and like regular, the skinny ones. Yeah.
Well, we can try it after we're done.
Of course.
Why?
Who makes donuts and then doesn't eat them?
Mm.
That would be silly. Okay, we're gonna go. I'm gonna skip the egg, the flaxseed egg, because it needs to set for a little bit longer. So we'll do the rest of the ingredients though. So this calls for 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter that's melted. So here's a tip. If the recipe calls for melted butter, I've always been able to substitute it for oil. As long as it says it needs to be melted. Otherwise, it doesn't always work as well. So I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of olive oil.
Pull it.
Yep, you hold that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're gonna do vanilla. This calls for a tablespoon of vanilla. We're actually gonna make these chocolate, so I'm gonna only put in half a tablespoon.
Should I get the cocoa powder?
Not yet. Well, I mean, we're gonna make these vanilla, but with chocolate frosting.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Okay, and then half a cup of milk. We use almond milk, and the one we have right now is just the regular vanilla, which is pretty sweet, which would be perfect for donuts. So we'll do half a cup of this.
We were debating whether we wanted to make donuts or make pancakes and like have a cookie cutter and like cut 4 shapes in there. We both chose donuts. Me and,
Oh, we're gonna do applesauce too.
me and Skeeter.
Because because we're using flaxseed egg, I think it makes it a little bit drier. So I like to add a little bit more something wet to the donut. So I'm gonna do applesauce here.
Yeah.
And
I'm stopping so you can do it.
okay, I'm actually gonna pour the whole thing in. It's probably too much, but
actually, you can't taste it in there.
Nope. Just makes it
So
nice and moist.
Yeah. Because the egg is kind of liquidy, but
Get the edges. But so we've made these. We've made donuts similar to this many times. So we made the chocolate cake with the chocolate frosting. We've made apple cinnamon. We've made vanilla with chocolate frosting, vanilla with regular frosting. Any other ones?
we've never made vanilla or chocolate frosting.
We haven't. This is new.
So this is new. We haven't
If they happen to last more than a couple days, which they don't at our house, but you could freeze them if you wanted to put them in the freezer and then pop them out whenever you have company or eat a quick meal. Can I help you a little bit?
No, I can do it.
See the edges? You got to get the very edge of the pan. So let me help you a bit. I'll show you.
Like this.
So you scrape the edges of the bowl. You see the bottom of it?
Yeah.
You want to get all of that mixed in.
I'm more interested in eating them.
Yeah, I'm more interested in eating them too.
Okay. That is doing better. We're going to let that set for another minute and then we'll show you how we fill these. Okay, guys. The flaxseed is kind of turning into a paste. It's kind of sitting on my fork without running through, so we're going to call that good. We're going to add it to our bowl here. Let's get all of it here. Really smart, and it says to add them to a bag.
I don't want to use all of these.
Add them to a bag, and then you could pipe this into the pipe pan.
We don't
To
do
the
that.
donut pans. I just really don't have time for that. And I have this bowl that has this spout. So I'm actually able to
Pour it
pretty well. But if you don't have the spout, I would recommend doing the baggie and piping them.
Uh-oh. We have to put water in those too.
Yep.
And we put water in the pans that are left over. So
If there's any openings, then we try to add some water. I think it helps keep them a little bit more moist. Wipe off those edges.
just try not to touch them.
We'll show you what this one looks like. So I filled it almost to the top of the center part, but they'll rise a lot and puff up. And we'll show you how those rise and what they look like when they come out. We're going to pop these in the oven and bake them for 10 minutes, and then we'll be back to show you how to make frosting. We baked these for 12 minutes, and then I let them set here and cool for 1 minute. And now we need to flip them over. So let's see if they come out.
Whoa!
3 out of 4. Ooh, 4 out of 4. We got them.
Oh, I see the sprinkles.
And this one I put my thumb in. Oops. Oh well. Cover it with chocolate and they'll never know.
There's one more.
You get it? Cool.
That's fine.
Okay, we'll let them cool. They need to cool a lot before you're able to dip them. So we'll let them cool and then I'll show you how to make frosting. Okay, everything's cool. And I have melted a whole pack of chocolate chips, and then I actually sprinkled, I actually put some milk in. I bet I put like 3 tablespoons in the end. I wanted it to be a little bit more creamy, but I'm hoping it'll still get a little bit hard after it cools. So
Yeah.
we have our donuts. Donuts are cooled. Without egg, donuts are pretty fragile, so you gotta be kind of careful when you're dipping them. So I'm hoping this won't fall apart when I dip it, but we're gonna see here. So we're gonna dip it in the chocolate.
Be careful, guys, right?
Oh, that looks so good.
Oh my gosh! That looks so good!
You should be proud of yourself right now.
Switch me spots.
Okay.
If that isn't a real donut, I don't know what is.
Can you put one on Skeeter's side? Lucky there was an even number, because then he gets some.
Yeah, so that made 10 donuts. Show you.
A little more in the empty spot.
Turned out pretty good. Okay, you guys want to pick your donut?
I'm gonna eat this one. It's so soft. And the chocolate's going everywhere.
Okay, take a bite. Tell me what you guys think.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's really soft, but since these aren't like fully full,
They don't know what
the soft,
food over here.
You should bend down a little.
the softness of the donut kind of the textures feel weird with the crunchy sprinkles, but it tastes really good.
Be interesting to see what it's like when it hardens, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So normally when we make donuts, this is the first time we've done this kind of chocolate frosting. Normally the frostings we make are more like glazes. And I'll post a link to our Pinterest page, Maybelle and Guavi. And if you go on there, we have all different kinds. And Skeeter. We have all different kinds of donut recipes and glazing, frosting glazes on there. And go on there and check it out if you want a different kind of frosting. But these I think are a fun, different thing that we haven't done yet.